hot chili pops, cannonball, no trust the cop. Johnny Spots would just don't know when to stop. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, cause this is the loud spot. Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, right out of Oklahoma City. We got to put some musical chairs over here real quick with the camera. Ava's here with us, and we got Steven from Animal Sun. Ava, did your phone log off and then you have to log back on?
Yes. Well, it's my fault. I tried to plug my phone in with my,
Okay. All right, Animal Sun. Steven, what's up, dude?
Dude, I am in the process of sharing this live on our Facebook page. I do not think it worked. Oh, it worked.
All right.
Yay.
Wow.
Miracle.
Not as a challenge as I thought.
I'll say that this has been the most interesting night so far.
Yes.
With technical difficulties. We were supposed to start at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central. An hour later, we finally are here.
You made it.
We made it. All right, this is Animal Sun's second trip to the Loud Spot, man. So we're excited about that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's a good week to be here right after the album release, and super stoked to talk music with you guys.
Yeah, dude. And this is the what was I gonna say? This is, I don't remember. Anyways, I was gonna say something. I forgot. I want to pop this on the screen real quick. Sharon said Sam's fave. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. The platform has changed since you were on last time, which wasn't even that long ago. I don't feel like.
February.
February. So it's been a little bit, and the band has actually made quite a bit of progress, haven't you?
Yeah, we've definitely jumped way the hell up, and I don't want to like brag, but really you're gonna see the main jump by like between now and October. So really, this is just a stepping stone.
Awesome.
So yeah, we got a lot of things.
I really, really, really like your music.
Thank you.
And you said that you're going to be coming to Austin. Do you know when? Because I'd love to go.
I have to look at tour schedule. Absolutely, come hang out backstage with us.
Awesome.
Where the fuck? I can look at the messages with Sam. I believe it's in September.
Sweet.
Oh, that's right around. That's right around the corner.
It's either early September or late August.
Yeah, it's not every day. It's not every day Ava messages me and says, I really like this band. Like, she actually texted that to me tonight while I was going on my evening jog, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, that's like the first time that's ever happened, I think.
Yeah. We were on this podcast. What was it called? Like State of the Scene or something. And it was funny. They were talking about like all these like major bands like Water Parks and whatnot, and then they got to us and they were talking about how well we dress. And I was like, "Ooh, I like that compliment. Like this is like I focused on that. Like they were talking about the More Than a Friend music video, and how it was like so LA. And I'm like, is it so LA? Because to me, like LA is kind of like dirty.
right.
Depends on which part.
LA it's not like neon lights. It looks that way from afar, like when you're driving down the highway. And that's what really inspired this album was like, I would be driving home, at night, and I would see, or not just LA. I mean, I've done several road trips or, traveling for shows or whatever. And, you would come down, like it would be Baltimore, Denver, LA, and you would just see this brilliant cityscape. It almost looked like something out of like a movie. And that was really what inspired me to just create this universe. What's up, Steven?
What up?
To create this universe with the record, because we were at Tron. The stuff that 1975 did was kind of like a precursor to this. We wanted to take that and make something that almost felt dystopian, almost something like you would see in Blade Runner. Like it was like neon and futuristic, but also retro, and like it just became this universe when it started out as like an homage to like all of those things, and then it just became its own thing.
That's cool. That's cool. I do want to give a shout out to all the people that are watching right now, especially Raquel and Tiffany. Thank you so much for sending the video to us. And Stephen Blades, he's a good buddy of mine. So I'm happy we got some people watching this live stream. And speaking of your live streams, you guys just had a live stream, a pre-recorded live stream on Saturday, right?
Yeah, we didn't promote as much as I wanted to, but for me, it was really about trying to give something back to the fans who've been, because we have our fan base is so scattered. It's like there's a lot of people in the UK, there's a lot of people in the US, all over, and obviously being a band that's still up and coming, that doesn't have the ability to just go play all over the world. I wanted to okay, if you were to see us in a club, I mean, minus the stage and sticky beer floor, right? It would be kind of like this. So that was the idea. And we're going to leave the live stream up there for a while for fans that missed, because it was so last minute, that missed it, to rewatch it like it was a concert for a little bit. And it was really, really amazing experience. We got a lot of the same people that helped out with like the music videos and all that stuff that helped make that come to be. So very excited.
Is that so that's the only live stream you guys have done?
We've done like acoustic ones, but not one that was like full scale production, lights, mixing, all that stuff.
I want to say that you know what it's like to work hard. And for people that didn't listen to the last episode with you, Animal Sun has been around you guys have been playing for a little bit, haven't you?
A long time. I mean, I feel like we didn't find an identity until 2020.
Okay.
But we've been around since 2013. I mean, my brother and I have been playing as Animal Sun since 2013, 2014. So coming up on 7 years, which is exactly how long it took. Most of the bands that I listen to that are like up there, like Catfish and the Bottlemen or the 1975, they were a band for like 10 years before they got big, which is we're following the exact same trajectory. We were a band for like 7-10 years before we started getting an identity, started getting traction, right? Like our song Girl in Blue was kind of like what set the stage for what we would sound like. And then we took the formula that was in that song, like, okay, well, we have a character, we have an identity. How do we create a universe around that? Which is what we did for Echoes of a Dream. And that's kind of where our whole identity just took shape. Like, okay, so we look like, so we sound like, but it took 10 years of trial and error, not 10 years, 7 years of trial and error, right? And those, if you go watch interviews of like those bands, like you'll see they said the same thing. Like they've been playing, Catfish and the Bottlemen started in like 2007, right? They didn't get big until 2013, 2014. That's when they got signed, right?
Okay.
That's like 8 years of the grind.
And you got signed recently, right?
Yeah, well, we got a single deal for Girl in Blue, which is how it starts, right? One opportunity leads to one and leads to another.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I'm sure that this single deal with Universal Music is going to lead to a record deal, right? As long as the album does well and the tour goes well, right? That we got coming up in the fall, we can, we'll get something else out of it. And that's how it is. It always builds. Like 1975, I think is like probably the biggest alternative band in the world right now, besides 21 Pilots, broke themselves kind of similar to how we're doing. They didn't have like a major label that were like, I'm going to sign you and fund, this whole album. Like they did it themselves. Right. And now, of course, they're on a major, right, for distribution, but like they were told no for 10 years.
That's so crazy too. And they're such a good band.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it blows my mind, man. I mean, I'm beginning to feel. I strongly feel like major labels don't actually know how to identify like major talent because
right.
huge, like from 21 Pilots to 1975, they were all told no until they popped off, and then of course they wanted them. But I'm like, did you not realize the potential was there like 5 years ago? Like, I'm
right.
Confused.
It seems like it's not about the music anymore. It's like about the image,
Well, it's always been that way. A lot of artists get grown when they say that. The reality
I feel like
in the 80s.
I feel like it was both,
Yeah. I think
Sorry.
the problem is the market is so saturated right now. Everybody's you can fart in a microphone and put it on Spotify. Like everyone's doing it. So it's like artists are getting frustrated because they're spending thousands of dollars or whatever it is, like making music, and they put it online. It's got like 10 streams. So they're like, it's impossible. Nobody cares, right? And the reality is that it just takes time to build it organically. The same way that, you would go to a band in the 80s, right? And they would play club to club to club to club to club, right? And it started out as 10 streams, right? Because 10 people came. And then it was 15 streams, and then 20 streams, 100 streams. And then like the same way that we built, because we put a song out online 5 years ago, and it had like 20 streams. Now, what do we have? Like, 3 million? Right? So it's the same thing, right? It's just artists have to do what they did in the clubs, but online, right? And then you have to take what you do online and then go back to what they did in the 80s and do it in the clubs. It's kind of like almost like back then it was like you played the live show to do the record, and now it's like you do the record to promote the live show.
It is. Sure. Do you feel the accomplishments finally, like the frustration of trying, is that kind of going away a little bit? Like you kind of see some light at the end of the tunnel after all this time of working and going for it.
Yes, there is. There is a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I know that, things are not like, amazing or anything yet, but just the fact that, we put out the album and it had like 50,000 plays in 4 days, like told me that people gave a shit. So
people like it.
Yeah, that got me really excited. For me, it's simple as this. Like, you're always going to be taking steps back in life, right? But as long as you can look at the overall trend as being positive, like you look at things in terms of chapters, in terms of periods of time. Don't look at it a day to day, because if you look at it day to day, it's going to be doing this, and then you're going to go crazy trying to quantify that. But if you look back over it, like over a year or 4, 5, 6 months, that's where you can really go, oh wow, then I only had this, and now I have this, right? So it's like that, and also setting tangible goals. And as you hit each goal, you set one that's slightly above it, right? So my goal this year was to hit 1 million. Right? Okay. We hit that in like January. And so I was like, okay, 1 million. Now by the end of the year, I want to hit 5 million. Right. And then, you know what I mean? So like, every time you hit a goal, the idea is to just keep going. Right. And you never stop. I guarantee you, if you sat down with the Killers right now, it's Brandon Flowers here. He would do the same shit, but like on a different level. Right. He'd be like, okay, well, we've been playing 30,000 seat arenas. We want to do 40,000 after this record. Right. You know what I mean? Like the people that are at the top always had that mentality. It doesn't matter that they can hit the top. Like Billy Corgan, when you watch an interview with him with Melancholy Infinite Sadness, right? He's like, his manager called him and he's like, it's number 1 on the charts. And he goes, well, what's after that? Right? He's like, what's next? Right. So that's the same idea, right? And you never lose track of that. But be grateful, right, for each victory and celebrate it along the way.
That's right, because your fans mean a lot. I want you to explain to everyone who doesn't know that's watching what, and we'll watch later when it's on YouTube, Echoes of a Dream. Is that the name of an album?
Yes, it's the name of the record.
Okay, and that record already came out, correct?
Like 3 days ago, it just dropped Friday.
Okay, and that's the one where they have that song. That was the song we're gonna play on it, right?
More Than a Friend, yes.
More Than a Friend. Okay.
We'll put it this way: we designed each one of the songs to be like the song, right? But the whole album is a concept album, so it tells this toxic love story of like 2 characters that are, represent the head and the heart, that red and blue, right? Philosophy, right? Right. And it goes to shit, but instead of breaking up, which you hear in every alternative rock generic bullshit that we made it so that they worked through it, because human beings are really dynamic. They're not able to be put in boxes so easily. They change, right? They are not so stagnant. So we wanted to showcase that on the record that, hey, you are more than your mental health issues. You can overcome them. You can be better. You can, and at the very end, they end up together. Right? They work through their bullshit and they end up together, which I thought was really interesting. I think that's the most interesting part of the album, is like, instead of, just because, you have these issues, you have this past, it doesn't mean that you can't work through it. It doesn't mean that your partner is the problem. Right? It doesn't mean that you should break up and be like, oh, you're toxic. Let me give you a C chord. Right? You know what I mean? Like, how many people heard that? They're sick of it, right?
Right.
It's like people are sick and tired of artists saying fuck the music industry, right? So it's all about like taking those things that have been done before, but trying to put a twist on them that gives a little bit of freshness to them, because there's this vacuum in the industry right now where nobody's trying to be that next big band. Nobody's trying to be the next Killers. Everybody's just trying to rip off of trends that are hot, like Youngblood or MGK. They're going like, we do that, and then imitate them, and then maybe they get signed for a few years and then dropped, right? And that's the mentality, but nobody's really like trying to establish.
I think it sucks to try to imitate someone. Like, if you just because someone else is good, it's because they're good at their own thing. Like, do your own fucking thing, dude. Like,
and that's when you start to get something. Is when you stop focusing on what everybody else is doing.
Yeah,
and you focus on what's working for you, and you triple down on it, and you focus on that. You don't focus on the fact that there's this kid from Ohio that rips off Youngblood that got signed to Atlantic Records with one single. And then probably drop the next year, right? You don't focus on that. You focus on you, right?
Yeah.
If you were to focus on that, then you fall into the mindset where you see a lot of artists that go online like, oh, the music industry sucks, right? Like you don't want to be one of those people, right?
And you guys, Animal Sun definitely has an original sound. For yours, kind of alternative, kind of a little bit pop in there. Sam says, Sebastian, shaking my head. I probably asked a question I should have known the answer to. That's probably where that came from. So, thanks, Sam. Love you too, buddy.
Going back to what we were talking about, sometimes I get too paranoid that what I write sounds like a song that I've heard, Like,
you want that, though. You want people to think that, but you don't want them to be like, for example, Olivia Rodrigo put out a song that sounds identical to Misery Business. You don't want to be that much.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to be familiar.
The paranoia is a little too much,
That's because you're an artist and we're hard on ourselves.
Yeah, true that.
He was shaking his head about the album title. I said it, but I knew that wasn't him. I was trying to get you to explain it, right? That's what we were trying to do. Okay.
That's your job.
That's right. That's just my job. All right. Let's play your new song, More Than a Friend. Right now, I want to show everyone this song, and then I want to talk about the video, talk about the song, and talk about what you got coming on soon with tours and whatever. So let's play it right now. This is More Than a Friend, right? With Animal Sun? All right, here we go.
chance, then would you stay and take me up on a chance? And she said, oh babe, you lost your head. You know I never wanted to be more than your friend. Is there a way that I can get you to dance? Then would you stay and take me up on a chance? And she said, oh babe, you lost your head. You know I never wanted to be more than your friend. Well, she said, I never wanted to be more than your friend. And she said, I never wanted to be more than your friend. And she said, I never wanted to be more than your friend. And she said, I never wanted to be more than your friend.
All right, man. That is such a cool song. It is. It's very original. The music video is original, man. I like your stage presence for you jumping around with your hair bopping around. It looks cool, dude. I'm sold. I'm sold on it. Sam
At
did.
first,
What?
sorry.
What were you gonna- no,
At
go ahead,
first,
go
I
ahead.
was gonna say you look a lot different in that music video.
Oh yeah, with the different, the short hair. Sam says that. No, not that one. Not Sharon says top 40. Here we come. But Sam says talk about OC show July 9th.
No, Sam, we will not talk about it.
I thought Sam was tired. And he wasn't gonna.
Yeah, right.
Now he's watching. Now he's watching.
We have a show coming up July 8th at La Santa, which is in Anaheim. It's about 25 minutes from LA. So before you people say, oh, that's too far, you drive to work and it's farther. All right. So
It's by Disneyland.
if you hear us on K-Rock, or you're a fan of the band and you're in the LA area, we'll be able to meet you guys July 8th, and we'll take your photos, autographs, give out free merch, whatever it is. Just come watch the show. Come on, you haven't seen live music in a year. Like, do you really want to pass up this opportunity? What if COVID gets worse in a few months? Like, come see live music. Right?
Get your boob signed.
Yeah. Woo!
Boob sign 18 plus show, as Sam
Perfect timing.
that right. He put 18 plus.
You went 18 plus, and then Ava said, get your boobs signed.
Whoa. That's awful.
Bring your ID, get your boob signed.
So you got some questions on the album or the music video? Like, what's good?
Yeah, no, I was going to ask you, since you brought that up. I do want to say you guys haven't been able to play shows, so this is going to be your first. This is your first show in over a year, right? Yeah,
besides the live stream, it's it, man. So stoked, and then we're playing the OC Fair, I believe, the following weekend, which is I think we're headlining like the side stage. I know there's like a main stage with like huge bands there, and then we're headlining like the main side stage. And then we'll be going, coast to coast in the fall, hitting all the cities. Finally able to play for these people that have been listening to us all over, and never thought they were going to get an Animal Sun show, are now going to get one.
And you know what? I got it. I think I said it on the last show. Go ahead, Ava. I'll wait till.
I'm just making sure he doesn't have to leave because it's almost.
Oh yeah, what time is it? Oh, you gotta get going, huh?
Oh, it's soonish, but we can talk a little bit longer.
We'll wrap this up. I do want to say though, that freaking name, Animal Sun, that is like the coolest name I think for a band. Like Animal Sun just sounds cool. I like it. Yeah, man. How do you guys go ahead, Ava.
I wanted to ask what the writing process is like for your band. Does someone is there just one idea guy, or is it like everyone comes in together?
Chocolate milk in a wine glass. Reference to the Girl in Blue video, Nico. We went to high school together.
Nice.
Good. It's good to see you in the chat, man. The writing process. I mean, it starts with me and acoustic guitar. I write about experiences between, with people in the band or me or just in life in general. And then it gets taken to the studio with their producer. I'm not saying we work with just one producer. We have like one main guy, and then we work with other people too. And Aaron Zeus Cepeda, he goes by Zeus, we'll take what I did, and then we'll like deconstruct it. And we'll kind of like start from scratch, but with the core idea. and then he'll help filter my thoughts into something that makes sense, and then the guys will come in, and then they go, oh, I hear this melody, oh, I hear this part, like, oh, I like this lyric, right? And then it will kind of come together like that. A lot of the rhythm drives the songs on the record. Like Will's drumming is so essential to how the songs come together, like just overall, like rhythmically, right? That I like the bass and the drum, the beat.
They're good. Thank you for giving credit to the bass player and the drummer. We appreciate that.
If you listen to our songs, the percussion and the bass are very forward, and then you have synths and stuff to fill in the atmosphere. Like there's a guitar solo on like half the songs on the album, which I feel like is that Killer's influence that comes through on me, or the Strokes, or bands, like the Pumpkins from the 90s that like I grew up listening to. So like when you hear songs like Touch, you hear like a lot of like that classic Killers like synth with their guitar solo, or something you hear off of like Hot Fuss, right, or something, right?
Right.
That's on like half of the album. Like there's like 4 or 5 songs out of the 8 which have like a guitar solo in it, but it sounds like super synth pop. Like they're like at the same time.
You shred on the guitar you went on that live stream on Saturday. I watched some of it. I was with my buddy Steven, who was on the live feed earlier. We tuned in, and I was like, "Damn, you're getting down, dude." You're like, I can't play guitar, but I can't even play air guitar. Okay, I can't play either of them.
Basses, come on. I think it was probably Thunder you watched. I keep calling it.
Yes.
Thunder. Everybody's gonna. It's can you hear the thunder? But
can you hear the thunder?
I don't want to say all the words. So
the Thunder song.
The Thunder one, not the Imagine Dragons song.
Oh yeah, lightning and the thunder. I can't sing either. I can't even air sing for that matter. All right, I know you have to go. I don't want to keep you too long. I want everyone to know where can they go buy some merchandise from you, and if there's anything you want to cover that we didn't ask, go ahead and let it out now.
Stream the album, for the love of God. Stream it, buy it, tell your friends, annoy your family line, get fired from work because you're playing it so much. Like literally, just buy the shit, stream the shit out of that album, please, for the love of God. Also, go to animalsunofficial.net, order merch. All that stuff is made, with Shopify, so it's like very high quality, and it'll be delivered to your doorstep in a matter of days. Right? It's about getting the band out there right now. We have a tour coming up this fall, so keep an eye out for those dates. Cannot wait to play in your city, and hope you guys are enjoying the album. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, I want to thank both of you we had some issues earlier. We did it an hour later, so thank you so much, Stephen and Ava, for taking time out of your evening to come do this. I guess that's all we got. Go to www.theloudspot.net. We got some merch on there also, and you can also listen to all of our previous shows on our website. Check out our YouTube channel. Check out Animal Sun. Check out Ava's band, Weird Wolves. And Steven, by the way, stay right there. Don't leave just quite yet. We're about to play the outro song. I always got a problem finding it. And
unless you're on a time crunch.
Unless you're on a time limit, you can go. You got to go?
Can you do it in a minute?
Yeah, it's going to go right now. All right, go watch Animal Sun. Get your boob sign. Bye.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Does everything that's good really have to end? A pimp host has a pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on, much love.